Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, December 21st. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY, and right now it's 75 minutes to go. Prior to the opening, the bulls are trying to put the daily back into balance. Kind of not a surprise. This market's kind of been doing what we thought it would do over the last couple of weeks. We said when we took out the weekly low, we thought we'd be capped at September's high. I said we thought pretty good odds to go down and get that big gap, see if that's all they want to do. So far with 8 trading days to go, that's kind of following the script. We got the large gap from back in November in both ES and SPY. Now we're trying to come back into balance on the daily. As far as the other ones go, triple Qs, right now they have not pre-market. They're above yesterday's high. Right now, though, they're below it. But again, there's still plenty of time to go. And Russell right now are at their high of the overnight as they look to gap higher possibly. Again, the only thing the gap will do is put the daily back into balance. But again, we talk about baby steps all the time, right? You can't turn the ship around until little moves. So that's what the bulls are attempting to do. Now, it depends on the size of the gap once 9:30 rolls around. Right, yesterday's high in SPY is 382.23. So the gap's about $1. That's a pretty reasonable gap to look for a long against that. But in the next 75 minutes, if the gap gets too large, then I would wait to see if it pulls back a bit prior to taking a long. How big is the balance going to be? Well, it all depends. Initially, it's a 3-day balance, right? The balance is just being formed. So if you take out yesterday's high, it'll be Monday, Tuesday, and today so far. You take out Monday's high and get into Friday, well, then it becomes a 4-day balance. Again, the balance is being formed. Don't forget, we have a dividend gap also that the SPY needs to take back. I don't know if we're going to get up that high at this point. So I wouldn't doubt if we have probably a 4-day balance by the end of today. So early on, if the gap is around $1, I would look for a long play out if the gap fills. If we open right around Monday's high, I don't know if I'd take a short there. The first time, if we would really get going and the gap is higher around possibly M's high, okay, from Friday, that might be a possibility of a short. That would also be putting us just about $1 lower from where the 50-day moving average is, which I'm sure you might get some sort of a responsive pushback the first time. If in the next 75 minutes we open back inside the day's range, well, again, then I'd probably look for a short the first time against yesterday's high. Remember, we had a wide point of control, which was going to be an upside destination. It is now a downside destination. That's a stat I'm going to start keeping next year. It seems to me when we have these wide parks, whichever side we close, either above or below, it seems we're on the opposite side the next day. And then on the chart, just going to show you the daily. So here we have, we're attempting to take out yesterday's high, initially a 3-day balance. Most likely will be a 4-day balance by the end of today. Do they have the legs to get up to the 50? Remains to be seen. It's possible. It was 386.45 last night. We'll have to see where it is once the market opens. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.